question, most asked questions, what is WDP? So for what stands WDP and what is SHIZAAM? Yeah. So at the very beginning, when I was practicing at Mount Wudang, when other masters came to Wudang, also grandmasters and lineage holders of other lineages or other internal styles, external styles, also from Shaolin, masters came to our school. For example, Xianming is one of the very famous ones. Now in New York, he also visited Mount Wudang and Youxuande, and he also showed Taiji in our school. And in also other masters, also Chen Taiji and Sun Taiji, Wu Taiji masters, they all came in to big gatherings. And then when they came to our school, the first place and first thing our teachers showed them were the 10 principles. They didn't show them Bagua, they didn't show them Xingyi, they didn't show them Liang Yi Quan or the Wudang Quan or whatever. They went to this wall where our 10 principles, this picture is still on somewhere on my Facebook also. And they went to these 10 principles and then they explained those 10 principles one by one. Yeah? So I will not explain those now because it will take 2 hours maybe or 1 hour. But we can also upload a link where I explain those 10 principles, because this is what we follow. We don't follow, let's say, the physical tradition, but we follow the spiritual tradition, which are the 10 principles. Yeah? So this is for the question, are we following any traditions? No, we are not following any traditions. And if you're going to ask me lineage and whatever, no. Openly, I say we don't have any lineage. If you talk about lineage or who's my master, my main teacher is Tang Lilong at Mount Wudang for internal arts, and my Sifu is Youxuande. Yeah, this is back then and until now. So, but the way that I teach and the way that I give and share all what I have learned is not the way how they teach. That's why maybe it's, yeah, I'm not considered anymore as a Xuanwu Pai 15th generation lineage holder or whatever, and I don't claim that also. But for sure I can say from who I have learned martial arts, and this is mainly to 80% during between 2000 and 2005. Back then at Mount Wudang, it was Master Tang Lilong, and my Sifu or our Sifu is Youxuande. So, but my first Kung Fu Sifu is Dragoslav Kostic. And Dragoslav Kostic basically gave me the main mindset for everything what came afterwards. So all what I have learned in Shaolin or at Mount Wudang in internal arts, it's on the foundation of Master Dragoslav's Kung Fu. And what is that? Master Dragoslav himself, he was, he is a diligent, a very, very, in German we would say full-blood martial artist who have practiced various different arts. Yeah, back then in his times he were boxing also with the Rocchichani brothers, with Ralph Rocchichani, for example. He were in the same team. So he practiced boxing, Muay Thai, Taekwondo black belt, and also practiced Choja Kung Fu, Soga Kun. The family clan name is Soga Kun. But from there, at the end, when he went into some fights, he decided to modify and change a lot from those styles, traditional styles, what he had prior learned before. So those traditional styles taught him like the 5 elements, 5 animals, like animal forms, and also like traditional southern Shaolin forms, right? So from there, he went on and changed his style of fighting due to what works and what doesn't work. So therefore, he used also the mindset of Bruce Lee, the mindset of Jeet Kune Do, He never practiced Jeet Kune Do, by the way, from any like Jeet Kune Do instructor. He made it up by himself, and he proved it in various fights versus kickboxers, boxers, or back then, doesn't matter what kind of martial artist came to our school or wanted to challenge him or wanted to check his style. He was very open, and he had a lot of fights where he could prove his way. And this is the main thing what I got before I went into the internal arts. Yeah. So therefore, all my applications and everything what comes from there is from the mindset of Master Dragoslav's Kung Fu, which is the direct way and let's say the simple way to defend yourself. It goes into you are not strong, you are a weaker person, and how you can defend yourself versus a stronger person. This is the main mindset what follows me until today, because I am a small person, and my fights, what I had, it was mostly versus bigger people. So therefore, everything what I do, also in internal arts, goes into that direction, that it must work versus stronger and bigger people. Yeah? So, okay, this was the, second question, what is WDP? And for what stands SHIZAAM? So WDP, just for the word itself, Wudang principles. This is WDP. And here, very important, it's not Wudang Pai, it is Wudang principles. Because Wudang Pai claims a lineage and claims tradition. We don't claim that. We just claim principles, that everything what we do, we are doing according to those 10 ancient ancestral Taoist principles. And if you ask me from where these principles come from, they're older than humanity, because they're natural laws. They are not something what some guy thought of and written down. They are natural laws put in words. Yeah, the 10 ancestral principles. In every movement what we do, we must, or we want to be according to those principles. Yeah, this is Wudang principles, the meaning. And SHIZAAM is just a word what I came up with, because we were thinking about how to call this martial art, what we do. And SHIZAAM is just one word without meaning. This is the reason I like it so much, because it has a sound but no meaning. You don't put any interpretation into it. It can be hundreds of thousands ways. Yeah, expressed in hundreds of thousands ways. So therefore, I don't want to fix it with a one meaning, but it has a sound. And in every of my students, it will have another manifestation. Yeah. Now they learn things from me, and how they give it to their people, to their students, will be in their own individual way. That's why we call it SHIZAAM, what we do. So a word what we came up with like WDP is the clan, SHIZAAM the plan. This is mainly shortcut of what is WDP and SHIZAAM.